And here we are, 3.5 months later, from our little home in Twin Leaf Town. We've made it to the final battle in the Sinnoh region for us. Let's quickly go ahead and review our team and see who's came with us all the way from stage 1 all the way to stage 6. So first we have Torterra, I never ever gave him a nickname. Sorry for that. We have Lennox, the Luxray. We have Manny, the Float Cell. We have Lucario, the Lucario. We have Staraptor, the Egoraptor, or Egoraptor, the Staraptor. Murphy, the Houndoom. And that's our team. We did encounter others. They were left behind. These 6 are going to be the ones that are going to come with us into battle. So, without any other delays, let's just walk through this slightly longer hallway and see the champion. Let's go. Have you been keeping well? Thank you for Mount Coronet, and for the Distortion World. I'm truly grateful. Together, you and your Pokemon overcame all the challenges you faced, however difficult. It means you've triumphed over any personal weakness too. The power you learned. I can feel it emanating from you. That's enough talk. Let's get on with why you're here. As the Pokemon League champion, I accept your challenge. Welcome to the last battle of the Sinnoh region in the Pokemon League versus Champion Cynthia. Yes, the same Cynthia who first saw us in Eterna Village, or Eterna City for that matter, and in the Distortion World as well. She's going to be starting out with a Spiritomb, level 58 with the moves Silver Wind, Dark Pulse, Shadow Ball, and Psychic. Having Murphy out front is a huge advantage, or any Pokemon that knows any Dark-type moves, especially one like a Houndoom. This Pokemon, however, is very defensive. You saw that Crunch only did 1/2 or 1/3 of her damage, because that Spiritomb is a she, as you can see clearly. So, there isn't a whole lot to even say about this Pokemon. It's kind of weird looking, to be honest, and its stats are actually pretty good. But you're mainly going to be dealing with her using a bunch of full restores at this point of the battle, mainly because if you do not have a strong enough Pokemon that has a good Dark-type move to use, then she's clearly going to end up spamming full restores. There's only one move you should worry about if you have a Dark-type Pokemon, which is Silver Wind. However, we can negate... Whoa! Critical, man! Thank you for that. And you're going to withdraw for her next Pokemon, because you're just going to be a dirt like that. So here is her Lucario, level 60, with the moves Aura Sphere, Shadow Ball, Stone Edge, and Extreme Speed. A lot similar to the one that we have, but still, hopefully we're faster, we can pull off one Fire Blast. And we are faster indeed. So hopefully, this move could actually take out this Lucario in one hit. And let's just pray and hope that we can, because this Lucario is pretty difficult if you do not have proper equipment to use. But as you saw, we just dominated that Lucario. Next up is her Milotic, which is a Pokemon from Generation 3, which is actually pretty unique. So if we're going to be talking business in terms of a Milotic here, how about we go ahead and send out Lennox for this? Alright, Lennox, please do your best. And her next Pokemon, her Milotic, level 58 once again, with the moves Mirror Coat, Dragon Pulse, Ice Beam, and Surf. This Pokemon actually does have quite a diverse moveset. As you see right here, I taught Lennox Charge Beam from that TN that we got from Volkner all the way back in Sunnyshoar, because Charge Beam, little known fact, every time you use it, its special attack rises. So that can be extremely useful to use whenever you're... Okay. Or you could use Mirror Coat like that, and this is not going to look good for us, isn't it? Okay, besides all that, let's go ahead and use Thunder for this, because now that our special attack's been raised, thanks to that Charge Beam, this Thunder should do some damage. Hopefully, we did it! So like I said, this battle, actually I haven't even said this before, but this battle is actually not that bad unless you have some Pokemon that don't really have any good moves. Because right now, I have been playing the strategy forever. But here it is. her ultimate Pokemon right here. Let's go ahead and send out Lucario for this because we need Lucario out. So here it is. Her Garchomp, level 62, with the moves Dragon Rush, Flamethrower, Earthquake, and Giga Impact. She holds a Citrus Berry, making it her strongest Pokemon. As you see, we have Dragon Pulse on Lucario, and an Earthquake is not going to do us good at all. I'm really confident that Lucario may survive this, or may not. Whatever, we'll see in a minute, because I do think Lucario can stand on its not own. Okay. Well then, thanks for disappointing me. Because this Garchomp is pretty much your biggest fear in this battle. If you cannot overcome this Garchomp, you are sort of screwed. So Manny, how about you go ahead and let's use Aqua Jet first, just to weaken her HP a little bit, because we need to chip away as much HP as we can for that one final blow that I would like to do for something a little bit later. So go ahead and use Earthquake, and Manny, please survive. We really need you for this, man. Come on. No. Alright, thank God. And also, off screen, I gave Manny an Oran Berry. Not really that useful, only 10 HP, but it still does something. So maybe if we use Surf, we can go first, and indeed we can. I probably should have done that sooner, but oh well. We're going to get some more damage chipped off from that Garchomp of hers. Flamethrower just to be a jerk, but that's alright, because we still have a bunch up our sleeve, because we haven't even gotten started yet. I don't even care if it's not very effective. Manny, go ahead and faint. You are a great use in this battle by doing a whole 1/3 damage to this Garchomp. But let's go ahead and use... Actually, who should we use? I say we go ahead and use Torterra for this. Even though that Garchomp does know Flamethrower, I have a little bit of an idea. Because right now, Torterra can actually be a little bit of a tank against a couple of moves that she has. But it shouldn't be all that bad. So let's go ahead and revive our... I don't know what to use, really. I think it should be either Lucario or Manny, because both of those Pokemon are going to be really helpful, and I really, really need a Pokemon that can... Lucario because he can use Dragon Pulse, and then Manny because he can use any water move. Let's go ahead and use Lucario, just because we can. And now that I'm looking at that, that C actually looks a little bit capitalized. I don't know if it's just me, but that's off subject. So use Flamethrower, and Torterra, please survive. You've been with us all this time. You can't fail us now. Perfect. 1/3 exactly at the spot where this Garchomp is standing right now in terms of HP. So, now let's go ahead and use a Hyper Potion on our Lucario so that we can restore him to full HP. And if we can somehow miraculously survive this next attack, we could maybe even heal Lennox a little bit more as well. So come on, Torterra. 10 HP is all we need. Or critical. Great. You know, it would be nice if it was me, but, you know, that doesn't really matter. Okay. But here we are. I've already stated this once, but this is it. This is our final battle here. There's still some more to come, but this is our last major battle. Let's use Extreme Speed and just show off exactly how this move is. It doesn't do a whole lot. It only does 80 damage, but seriously, when it comes down to it, it can actually help quite a bit. And since Garchomp just used her Citrus Berry, now we can actually start dealing some extra damage in. Even though she is going to use Earthquake, we at least managed to get rid of that Citrus Berry, which is alright with me in my opinion. So Lucario, you were good. You were a good teammate to have. But if you can't survive this, well then, farewell. Okay, now we're going to need to get out a Pokemon that we can use that will not die. So Egoraptor, how about you go ahead and show Cynthia what it's like to be a bird? Because she doesn't have any others that besides that one other one. Intimidate will cut Garchomp's attack, which is really good in terms of some moves that she has. Let's start out with Brave Bird. Dragon Rush missed, which is good. So now Brave Bird can go and take some damage. And it's kind of effective. And let's see. And wow! Critical. Thank you, Egoraptor. Egoraptor, you are amazing for that. We just took down her Garchomp like nothing, basically. Alright, and Togekiss. This is a Pokemon that I've been not dreading, but I've been expecting for a little bit. So, with the moves that she has... Okay, I think we can take this out with Lennox. Because Togekiss is a normal flying type, which is something I'm getting into in a second. So here it is, her Togekiss, level 60 with the moves Air Slash, Aura Sphere, Water Pulse, and Shockwave. That is a very diverse moveset in my opinion, and it can really change the outcome of the game. So while we have the opportunity to, I would like to go ahead and heal up our Linux because we really need to have some HP for this, because Togekiss can't really harm us in any way, shape, or form. Air Slash won't do that much, Shockwave won't do that much, Water Pulse and Aura Sphere are the only ones, and Aura Sphere would be the best choice, which I do have to concede. That can probably hurt us quite a bit. So Linux, that did 1/4, so that's not that bad. So let's start with a Charge Beam and hopefully get our special attack up, and actually let's see how this does, just to see exactly how good this move can be on itself. That did some damage, but that's alright, because if we can survive this next attack from this Togekiss, and if Thunder can hit next turn, we got this in the bag. We just gotta worry about maybe 1, 2, or 3 more Pokemon, and we've done it. So, Thunder, hit! Alright, now, we just gotta hope that this can actually take down that Togekiss of hers, and yes, we did indeed! Alright, this is turning out great, but I'm gonna probably jinx myself, and this is gonna have to be another re-recording, because this is actually the first time, but I'm really hopeful that I can actually get this in one try. So, Murphy, let's go ahead and send you in, so she can reclaim her Spiritomb as the way it was at the beginning of this battle. Still the same amount of HP as it was in the beginning, exerting pressure, but that doesn't really matter that much. You're going to use a full restore, but that's alright, because we don't really need to worry about that. She's pretty much out of options to use her full restore on, so we're okay in this sense. But let's go and experiment and use Fire Blast, just because we cannot, because it missed, and that's pretty bad. Because now we just wasted a turn that's going to do some damage to us, not a whole lot, but still, it can hurt us in a way. So Fire Blast hit, and let's see how much this does, as opposed to her Crunch. As opposed to Murphy's Crunch. And surprisingly, it did better. I should have remembered that Spiritombs are actually really defensive against physical attacks, so I probably should have mentioned that earlier. But as you saw there, that was proof enough. And here it is, the last Pokemon that she has. I can't remember the last time I was put in a corner like this. Her last Pokemon, Roserade, level 58 with the moves Sludge Bomb, Energy Ball, Extra Sensory, and Toxic. You guys want to know something really good? When you have an iPad that is always connected to Skype, make sure to turn off the volume, because someone can call you, and you can pretty much be screwed out of actually having a nice, decent recording. But other than that, let's get back into the seriousness. This is her final Pokemon. 1 Flamethrower or 2 should be all we need to take down the champion of the Sinnoh region. So let's see how this does. And we've done it with a critical to end it off. We defeated the champion of the Sinnoh region. And we have become the next champion. Just a few minutes ago, you were the most powerful challenger. And now, you just became the most powerful of all trainers. You are now our newest champion. At $24,800. That was excellent. Truly, an outstanding battle. You gave the support your Pokemon needed to maximize their power. And you guided them with certainty to secure victory. You have both passion and calculating coolness. Together, you and your Pokemon can overcome any challenge that may come your way. Those are the impressions I got from our battle. I'm glad I got to take part in the crowning of Sinnoh's new champion. Come with me, we'll take the lift. The room ahead is the Hall of Fame. Sebastian, your last battle was splendid. Yes, even though I didn't see it by myself. Oh, hello, Professor Rowan. A child I enlisted for my Pokédex project has come this far, and I'm pretty sure he already forgot about it. It's only natural that I come and witness the child's crowning glory. Sebastian, I shouldn't call you a child anymore, even though you're 10 years old and stuff. You've grown into a real champion! Professor, you still enjoy the enthusiasm kids bring to your research, don't you? Sebastian, step this way, please. Professor Rowan, please join us. It's been a long while since I last entered this room. If your last time here was when I became champion, then yes, that would be quite a long time ago. Sebastian, welcome to the Hall of Fame. Your names will be recorded for posterity here. What are you leaving are the memories of your adventures so far. It's time to record your names, you and your Pokemon. Remember, your Pokemon are partners that grew with you through many challenging battles. This machine will make a permanent record of your achievement. Alright guys, there we go. That has been Pokemon Platinum. This truly was a magical LP for me, because it was my first one, and to be honest, I had never expected to get as much support as I've gotten now. I actually still have a screenshot of when I was still growing. Episode 10, only maybe 10 subscribers, and not even 600 video views, and here we are. I've come a long way, and it's only been the end of my first LP. And this LP has been really fun to do for me, because I never, ever imagined that I would even get into doing this. It's been a dream I've had for a year to actually be able to record and upload to YouTube, because I had problems, as you all know, from a long time ago, because I just wanted to start out with a game on the GameCube. And I moved here to an emulator, and after looking at the horrible lag results after episode 5 and onward, I was almost certain that I was either going to cancel this Let's Play, or just get really bad feedback. But I was wrong. In this time that I've had, from July 21st to November 17th, I've met so many new people, I've gained so much support, and it's just been incredible to see. But that's enough about me from my personal experiences. This game truly held so many memories back when I used to play it. I shared memories of myself and from others that I've read in YouTube comments and such. And when I first picked this game up all the way back in 2009 when it first came out, I was hooked. It was a new game in the sense that it was Generation 4, even though I've already played Pokemon Diamond and Pearl 2 years prior. But it's just, this game, it made me feel like it was a totally different one. Because for all the other ones, all the director's cuts like Emerald, Crystal, Yellow, they all feel like such different games, mainly because they just switched some of the story dialogue, added some sprites, added some extra features that they didn't want to add in the last one. But it turned out to be a really great game. And I'm so happy I could share this with you guys. Even though I'm pretty sure all of you have already seen an LP of this game, but if you haven't and you're looking at this for the first time, then thank you for coming with me along this journey. After 52 episodes, a bunch of technical difficulties, delays, and so forth, we're now greeted with this cutscene, and I can't even remember the last time I saw this cutscene. It's just so beautiful. Granted, this game will never be as good as some others that I prefer, but this is pretty much the second favorite that I've had. I just can't even say anything else. This is just pretty much what I've been wanting to do for a long time. So, thank you all for coming with me. Now, my thoughts on the LP in general. I actually thought it was going to fail. I've already said this once, back earlier. But I want to say it again. Like, I actually thought this was going to fail. I thought that this was going to be a horrible LP, and I wasn't even going to get any support. And when I went back and looked at it, I saw the lag, and I was just kind of sad. But after reading comments with support, seeing the likes I get on these videos, I've realized that it's not all about what you see. It's about what you hear. And it's about the person, not the game or the quality. When it comes down to Let's Playing, the true aspect is mainly to see how well you can be as a commentator, and not how well your video can look. And from seeing all the support I've gotten just from this one LP, that's already proof enough that I'm one of those people. So now, there's not much else to talk about here, but enjoy this cutscene. We have a nice galaxy, which looks a lot like the Distortion world, in a way. Really beautiful. In the bottom screen, we have Lucas just in the bike, and we've made it back home. The end, if you don't know French. I'll have some bonus episodes up in the coming days, or weeks, but I'm going to take a general break off of this game for a little bit. So the next time I see you will probably be either in an update, the next episode of Project Graffiti, or even LP number 2. Thank you all so much for watching, and please, see you next time.